podcast, Brewing with Two Bros. And today we have a very special guest who's 22 years old and has done amazing things. So welcome,
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Of course, Soren. Let's start with a quick introduction. We'll have you start, and then just tell us about yourself, who you are, what do you do, what you've been doing, So
Yeah. So my name is Soren Bailey, like they said. I'm a real estate agent and investor, primarily here in the Chicagoland area. Also heavily involved in some volunteer opportunities, volunteer with soccer organizations and through my church. So pretty much those things keep my time filled up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So were you always passionate about real estate, or was it something that triggered that thing,
Yeah, it's a good question. So when I was younger, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I didn't even know if I knew that word at the time, but own a business.
Hold on, you said when you were younger?
I'm like, you're still a baby.
Yeah,
You're
no,
the
when
youngest
I
one
was,
in the room right now.
You're still 22-year-old,
guess when I was in elementary
school.
Yeah,
now we're
younger.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so I knew I wanted to do something in business. I didn't know what it was.
Uh-huh.
And if you would ask me when I was in middle school, my vision was to carry a briefcase in Chicago. I
Yeah.
didn't know what that was.
One of those cool people, right, with
yes,
the suit and all?
Yes, exactly. And so I didn't know what those guys really did, but I was like, I want to be something like that.
Right.
And I knew it was something in business.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then when I went to high school is kind of when I learned more about different entrepreneurship opportunities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I actually started selling stuff on eBay, going to garage sales, selling
Oh,
books
actually.
before I got into real estate.
Did you do sneaker flipping and all? Because that was a cool thing,
I did,
You
but I
did?
usually kept the sneakers.
Kept the sneakers. I hate that part. I'm like, I'm gonna sell these. No, keep it.
Yes, I was like, this is a cool pair of shoes. I'm gonna keep it.
I was always ordering my size. So I'm like, if I sell it, I sell it, but I never post it. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
So, did you go to high school, college?
I took 2 classes at a community college, but dropped out after about 3 weeks
Perfect.
because I was looking at properties
Oh,
online
you like your properties even at that time?
during class. Yeah.
Nice. So,
So when did you start? When did you become a realtor or something?
Yeah, the summer after high school. So I graduated in 2020.
Yeah.
So in October 2020 is when I got my license.
Okay. Before starting any investments, or you started investing first and then realtor?
Yeah, so my dad and I bought our first property when I was a senior in high school.
Okay.
together as a partnership?
Yep.
Nice.
So we still have 10 properties together, us.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we bought our first property when I was a senior. There's a video with Andrew, and
Yeah.
I'm in my soccer socks.
Oh,
After soccer
I need
practice,
to see that.
I was going to the house, working with the contractor, fixing it up.
Oh, you were doing it yourself? Part of it?
I mean, managing the contractors. I mean, I would
Yeah.
go there. I didn't really know too much.
Yeah.
My dad was obviously helping a lot more than I was contributing.
Contributing,
Yeah.
for sure.
But yeah, so we bought my first property senior year, and then after I graduated is when I got my license.
My license. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
When did you buy your first one?
So we did 10 together, and I mean, I would consider
It's
some
still
of those-
together, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
those are,
how we buy it.
Yeah,
It's
it's still considered one,
yeah, I would consider
Right.
those like our properties.
Yeah.
you
Right,
know.
yeah.
And
like
then
family.
my wife and I now we buy together, just
Right.
us two. So
Okay.
that was kind of 2023 is when we kind of
Started.
transitioned.
And is that when you got married too? Because
September 2022 is
Yeah.
when we
I
got
think we were
married,
at the 3-day once, and then Andrew told how they got engaged recently or during those days.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
cool.
nice.
And go ahead.
Do you enjoy investing
Oh yeah.
very much?
Very much. So.
Did you always enjoy it though, since the beginning, or was it at a certain point when you could see the cash flow coming in, and you're like, shit. Oh, now it's okay.
Now it's turning into a real thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, so I think with anything, there's parts that you don't enjoy
Right.
and there's parts that you do enjoy.
Right.
So there are parts of the business that I really, really enjoy. And then there are parts now that I still really don't enjoy,
And
Yeah.
what are
but
those?
those have to get done. Working with contractors,
Who is that, your part or is that your wife's part?
it's kind of a shared responsibility.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
my wife goes to the properties and kind of takes pictures of the progress. And then I'm usually the one who
Talks to them.
makes sure the contractors are getting out there.
Yeah.
Getting paid
Maybe
and all
we'll
that.
have to change some of
That's the
those
biggest
things.
pain of doing doing a property rehab, talking to contractors and
making sure somebody's there working on it. Like,
Yes, yeah.
because we all know they don't like showing up, for some reason.
I have a handful of nightmare stories.
We have like a
Like
house, half the house is drywalled already, and it's been a week they haven't showed up.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to fix a bathroom somewhere.
Yeah. Or they get all the easy things done and then they leave
The
hard stuff.
right?
and then they just literally leave on you.
Literally like
Yeah.
ghost you, right? It's a nightmare. But anyway, so currently, how many properties are you at? If you're okay sharing that.
Yeah. So we have 20 rentals.
20 rentals?
Yeah.
All long term or any short term, mid term?
All long term.
All long
No
term?
short term.
Any flips?
Yeah, we've done some flips. I don't even know how many. 10 plus.
10 plus?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's all within like 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah, about 4 years.
Nice.
Yeah. Some wholesales in there too. And we have a couple of flips. I actually just listed one today.
Oh, nice.
And then we have one on the market,
Yeah.
selling one tomorrow. So we're busy.
Busy,
of course.
right?
That's the way to go.
So
So,
for a 22-year-old and this much going on, like flip and rentals and all that, it's very impressive,
it's a big accomplishment.
You should stop by to our under 30,
Yes, I want to
sometime
go.
and
Yeah.
I want to go.
No, we gotta have him as a speaker. 'Cause
Yeah, exactly.
what are-
Let people
yeah.
pick your brain, like how you do it.
I'll just show up as an attendee first.
Attendee first,
Yeah, no, I've been wanting to
However
go.
you like. Yeah.
as long as you're there. We'll
Yes,
make
that
you
would be
speak.
fun. Yeah.
No, yeah. So I forgot my question. Oh, yeah. You last year I think you did impact investing, I think. Well, something like,
Investing with impact, yes.
I wanted to know more about it. Like what exactly is that? Like is it still going on or was it like a
Yeah, so it was an
temporary thing?
idea that Kay and I had. Kay's my wife. So
Right.
it's an idea that we had where investors, I mean, lots of time we're just like staring at a spreadsheet or analyzing a property just based on like the numbers.
numbers, right?
But I mean, our faith and our values is like we can actually also invest in the people who are living in the properties.
Mm-hmm.
We can invest in the contractors who are working to fix up. Like we can kind of show up and be intentional with those people.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it was opening up a conversation about how can we do that. And so we got together it was a small group, maybe 6 or 7 people
Mhm.
there, kind of talking about that and what that means. How can we treat our tenants differently? Lots of investors, if they don't pay, they'll kick you out. And there's a fine balance there because
Yeah.
you don't
You don't
want
wanna
a
lose money
non-paying
too,
tenant.
yeah,
And
exactly.
so it's like, where's that line of, how do you treat your
Like
tenants?
a balance thing.
Yeah. And so we kind of opened up discussions like that.
How
And
did
I
that
would
go,
love
like-
to do more.
I think because I was looking up on Facebook when he posted it, right?
Yeah.
I was reading, but I didn't like. Maybe like it was an old post, and
Yeah.
we weren't that involved.
No,
at that
bring
time.
bring those people to
Yeah,
Mastery
like,
under
I think we
30,
should do another one. I'll be interested in that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
it's-
would love to. I hadn't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah.
So, maybe
did you
we'll have
only
to
do
bring
one
that.
meeting or?
Yeah, we only did one. It was going to be a monthly
Yeah.
thing. And it kind of just died out. So,
Yeah.
No, I know it's hard to keep up with the meetings. Even for us when we do the under 30, there's so much going on every day. Like we gotta take time out for this particular thing. Like it gets hard, but
yeah.
it's
yeah.
very hard being consistent. But
Yeah.
we gotta do it though.
Well, you guys stick to that. And then we'll think about starting up
Think
this.
Exactly.
We can show up at each
We
other's
can show up
events.
each other like the support.
Yeah.
So when you bought your first property or something, was there were you excited like, oh, I bought this, or like you were like,
How was the experience like? I think.
experience, yeah, or you felt like, oh, it's getting stressful, but I have to do it because in future it will be very beneficial to me and all that stuff. Were you thinking all that
What was
stuff,
the game
or
plan like?
Yeah. So, number one, I was definitely excited.
Yeah.
Excited?
That was the primary emotion because
Mhm.
I read books and watched videos throughout high school on how to buy properties.
yeah,
And I didn't really know that was possible for someone at my age
right,
until I met people in
Yeah.
Mastery
Yeah.
and other investors. And I'm like, wow, this can be done. And so when we bought our first property, I'm like, wow, this is
This is actually
incredible.
doable.
Yeah,
Right.
like I didn't think that was possible
Yeah.
before. And here we are with
Yeah.
our first
So
property.
when did you join Mastery though?
2019 over the summer. Yeah.
2019. And when did you get your first property under contract, or when did you close?
It was right around my birthday. So my birthday is August 20th.
Oh, okay.
So I think we closed like within a couple of days of that.
Oh, nice.
So it was a good birthday present.
Good
Yeah.
to put- yeah, right. I like that. And
So-
the first deal was through private money, the way we all
We-
do it now, or
Actually, that one was hard money.
Oh,
So
that was
my
hard money?
dad had done a couple. He's been in real estate for a while, slowly. So he
Yeah.
did like a house hack when he lived in Minnesota with no kids.
Okay.
He did a house hack there. He's very handy, so he's fixed up all the properties that we've lived in. So through that, he did flip a couple houses with partnership with my aunt, my uncle,
Like family,
like
right?
maybe one every 2 years. So
Yeah.
he had
So
some
he was
experience.
going on in the real estate only, you know, some
Yeah.
experience.
Like
and
the way
everything.
traditionally people do it, like buy
Yeah.
one property every 2 years or 3 years,
Yes.
fix it up, you know, make
Yes.
some money out
Yeah.
of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he was able to use that leverage to get a hard money loan.
Right, as an experience. 'cause-
Yeah. And
Cool,
then
cool.
after all those, pretty much it was like private money for the
Yeah.
next 4 or 5.
Okay, and now you're back to hard money because
We do a mix of both now.
mix them
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you buy the first property was like multi-family or single family?
It was a single family.
Single family.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
And-
don't have any multifamilies yet.
Oh,
Oh,
not
not
yet.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any plans?
We have working on a 24 unit.
A 24 unit?
Yeah.
Not even 2, not 4, not 6, but straight up 24.
Going
unit.
from 1 unit to 24.
24 unit. How's that looking like?
Yeah. Good. So we're in the attorney review period now. So we're kind of ironing out all the details. It's a seller financing deal as well.
Oh, it is? Nice.
Yeah. So he's gonna do an interest-only loan for 3.5 to 5 years.
That's great.
So then it's also a value-add opportunity.
Yeah.
So
You
we're
can,
gonna
like, get
go
the
in.
tenants up.
Yeah, there's 2
improve
vacant
it.
units. They need to be rehabbed, so we'll renovate those, get those up to market rent,
Yeah.
and then slowly increase the rent over time.
Uh-huh.
And as people move out, renovate the units, bring it up to market, so that in 4 years we can refinance.
As
Again,
a
yeah.
commercial loan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pay everyone off and kind of own the building free and clear
Yeah.
with no money
With
of,
no money
of
in the deal.
ours.
Yeah,
yeah,
free and clear. Yeah.
yeah, with a loan on it,
But,
but
but it's free and clear.
no down
In
payment.
30 years, it'll be free and clear.
And then 30 years after that, yeah.
And you'll still be young.
No, that's a nice
that's
plan.
It's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
accomplishment, I think. Come on.
Yeah, thanks. I'm hoping it
Yeah.
all works out. So
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
be
Is it
very
like
super exciting.
southwest suburbs, south suburbs, or
it's in South Chicago Heights.
South Chicago Heights?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I mean, I don't know how people know the area or if you
Yeah.
guys know the area, but it's a nice all brick building. So like, and all the big things have been done, like roof done in the last
Yeah.
5 to 7 years,
Oh,
new
nice.
parking lot in the last 5 to 7 years. So brand new gas meters, water heaters. So everything is,
It's the majority of work has been done. Yeah.
Yes.
the
You
big
just have to-
ticket items.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So is it like a single building or like six?
No, all
or
one,
all one
all
building?
one building. Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
And you think you're okay managing that part, or is
We'll pass the tenant management off to my wife.
it? Yeah, she's like she can handle it.
Yeah, Kay can handle it.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
sure. And so when you got started, were there like any hardships or like things that put you behind, or something that was like,
Or maybe what is the hardest thing you remember till now from the date you started? Like, oh shit, I'm not gonna do this like ever again, you know?
Yeah. So we probably did what the reverse of a lot of people do. So we started off with general contractors who managed the whole project. And so for the first 10,
Yeah.
maybe 9, 8, whatever, we had a general contractor manage the whole thing. And those contractors, I mean, you guys know every contractor will have
yeah,
something's wrong. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, those guys, they were okay.
Right.
They didn't bail on you. Their work for a rental, it was fine. So then we were like, okay, why don't we manage the project ourselves?
Yeah.
And that is where a lot of the headache
A
has
lot of the headache
recently
came in,
come.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know we're still in a kind of transition phase. I
Yeah.
think we're trying to find the right general contractor now
right.
Okay.
to pass that off because
Yeah.
the last year that's been the biggest headache.
Biggest
It's-
headache. I know it gets like a lot of
Lot of
mm,
things.
lot of things
Lot of
to be
headache,
taken care of,
actually.
Mm-hmm.
especially
why
when you're
didn't
managing like
why didn't you use the same contractor from before?
So each contractor, we had a reason why we're no longer working with them.
he's got 20 contractors, 20 deals. I'm sure.
No, we probably used like one guy for. I mean, we used the first house. We used one guy. His prices were a little high, so we went and found someone else. He just did some quirky things to the
Yeah.
house. Like if fridge didn't fit, he just pushed the
Pushed.
cabinets into the wall on the other side
Yeah.
No way.
to make the fridge fit. We're like, okay, what are you doing? But I'm like, in the grand scheme of things,
If he made it work.
he went back and he fixed it.
Yeah.
And he took a little bit longer than expected. But I'm like, maybe we should just go back to
We should
those
just
guys.
go back to
Yeah.
those guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's better like sometimes just pay extra and get the work done right the first time,
Yes.
because when considering time, that's where you get the biggest hit, I think.
Yeah.
I recently learned that actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
So last year I got a project, like it's still going on. It's been
Same when I was talking about. The
it's been 12
year-long
months.
project.
Yeah.
This is May going on. So
Yeah,
Today-
next month it'll be a whole year.
Yeah, next month it will be a whole year.
Of
So
just
la-
the rehab?
Just
the
the
rehab.
rehab, yeah.
Wow.
And
So-
only drywall's up yet. Not even no finishing touches yet.
What were you guys doing to the house? Is it like
Man.
$100,000 rehab?
Oh,
It was
it's
a-
more now.
It's way more now. Initially,
Okay.
it was 100 grand rehab.
Okay.
I mean, the purchase was 150. Rehab was supposedly 100. We would have been all in for like 280 with interest costs, carrying costs, and then the back end was like 450, 500.
Okay.
But now it's like, we want to break even.
Wow. Where's the property at?
It's in Burbank.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And you're
But
still in the rehab
we're
process.
still in the
Yeah.
rehab process, unfortunately.
But it was like a lot of things were going on, you know, like I had 3 different contractors, plus the village got mad on me because we were not doing
The
everything
things, right?
on the books, you know, like everything correctly, you can say.
Yeah.
And they started warning me, hey, like slow down, get a different guy or something, you know. So at last, like I had to pick the most, like, what do you say?
The best reputed guy. I
The
think.
best guy. I didn't at that time. I didn't care about the money. You know, just said
Just
let's
get the elephant off
get
our
it over
hands.
with it and
Yeah.
then finish it and move on with our life, because this is sucking a lot of our time and money into this.
Yeah.
But if I had made that decision last year, I would be like more profitable. You know.
I'm sure.
But
I would've
last
been
year
lending
I
right
was
now.
like,
I was like, you want money? I got you. Have you thought about lending? I mean, or
I mean, I would be open to it in the future.
yeah,
I don't mean we're not at a place right now where we can
Right.
Yeah.
kind of lend out that money, but
but you do want to do that though.
I mean, if we had the money, I mean, maybe I would just buy the properties cash and
Cash,
not pay
Right,
the
and then-
interest.
That's true.
I feel like that's probably what I would do.
yeah, that's
Or-
actually a better plan.
Yeah, or park it in a multifamily unit and
Yeah.
Right, just keep buying those
yeah,
turnkeys, maybe.
yeah, yeah,
Like no headache, right?
yeah. How could I mean? It would. I mean, my mindset now is kind of how can I multiply the money the fastest?
That's just
Right.
right.
Like
yeah.
right now, it's have as little money as we can out of pocket
Of course.
and cash flow, get that, or flip it with none of our own money and make that
Exactly.
return. And then when you have money, it just kind of pivots. Okay, how
Yeah.
can we
Yeah.
turn this amount into double?
Double,
And
triple.
double.
Yeah.
how many every year? Yeah.
Yeah.
So as of right now, what's your main focus? Like getting more rentals or flips to get more capital, or any particular, or just depends on the deal?
Since the beginning of the year, our main focus, we had some projects like you guys that have been going on a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, all right, let's get these done.
Okay.
Rented, sold, progress or construction completed. So,
Yeah.
and we're almost coming to a point where all those are wrapped up.
Yeah.
Maybe another month or so.
So we'll be at a better place. Then.
Yeah. And then it'll be like, okay, let's buy this
In
24 unit
peaceful
building.
place,
That's
yeah.
on my mind, the 24 unit, obviously. And then it'll be, let's go on and buy some other properties,
Right.
hopefully with some new systems, new contractors,
Yeah.
Right.
and tackle this in a better
In
way
a
than
better
what we
way.
have in the past.
If you were to do things over again, like since from the beginning, would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I would probably stick with one of those original GCs.
The first ones?
Yeah, and just gone
But
with
you
whatever
cannot
headache
call
they
you
caused.
cannot
They
call
caused-
him back. Like,
So I could, but now or I would have stuck with them while actively trying to find someone
Find
else.
somebody else.
right.
Yeah,
Not lose them at the same time.
yeah. So there's one guy now. He's actually a good friend of mine, who owned a painting company,
Yeah.
and he's starting to get his GC license.
Oh,
And
we can do
so
the
I
permit
approached
process.
him, and he's very detailed. Like his painting work is like the best in the business.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, if he can take that to a GC,
It will be
And
amazing.
cover other things as well, yeah.
and so we last Thursday, a week ago, we had a conversation with him about, hey, would you specifically work with us?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, let's start with one project at a time. So
right.
our next project will probably be with him,
With him, right?
and we'll see how he
Handles
works.
it.
Yeah, we're
I
not.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, we're not
It's a
going
good
to
strategy, I
give
think.
him 3 at once.
Yeah.
We've made that mistake.
Yeah.
So-
we are in that mistake right now.
Yes, yeah. I think for a lot of investors, I'm realizing is
Yeah.
contractors are one of the
Yeah.
most difficult challenges.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even like right now, last deal that we had, we gave it to somebody else. Because the current one's like, during the last week of project, for some reason, he's always so rushed. He'll leave it. And then he's like, okay, what's the next one?
Huh.
I was like, the cabinets are not painted yet. He's like, yeah, I'll do it next week, but where's the other house? And
All
he'll
contractors
go
are the
start that
same.
one. I was like, oh, it doesn't make any sense.
We have the same thing. Are we using the same guy?
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe. We very well might be.
Jose.
No,
No.
no.
No, everybody has a Jose guy thing, So I'm
That
just
can
joking.
fix-
I
yeah.
don't
I
have
can
Jose.
fix everything you want. Plumbing, yeah. Roof, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I'm gonna build a new house. 2 days. I got you. No, yeah.
Pass inspection, I got you.
I got you, right?
Where are the permits? What permits?
Yeah, exactly.
No, as a you started at 18, now you're 22. Like, did you feel any difficulties getting properties refi at the back end because you were just a young guy, and then I don't know how it was like 4 years ago, but now they ask you for what's your age and how much experience you have,
They look
Yeah.
at reserves too, I think.
Yeah.
Then you go refi it.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't had any issues getting a hard money loan or a back end refi.
Yeah,
But we are trying to buy a personal residence now,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
and oh my goodness, is
With
that
the
a
income
headache.
requirements?
So they needed our tax returns, and then they had questions about our tax returns,
Right.
and our taxes were complicated last year. So, we've been trying to get a pre-approval letter for probably 6 weeks now, and we
Oh,
just
wow.
haven't been able to get one. And so that's been
But
by
they don't know
far
you can
the-
buy it cash.
so that's been the hardest thing.
Yeah.
is buying one for ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah, like you have a home for
No,
everybody out there.
let me know. I'll hook you up with a guy.
Yeah.
Maybe you try that,
Okay.
and the process is really fast. Like you want to buy as your primary, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
under your own.
He has helped us do 2 transactions for primary.
Yeah.
And it's been great experience.
Oh, okay.
Within
Yeah.
30 days, 40 days, close, move on,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, maybe I need that guy's info.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I'll
So
send
he
you.
works.
He's in Mastery now, I think.
No,
He
not
is.
in. I don't know. He is.
He joined Mastery and his partner didn't join, I think.
I have to.
We have
oh,
to
no.
double check. I don't know.
Yeah.
Before
Oh.
we say his name.
Check
Or
on
yeah,
the
let me
master
check right now,
portal.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll find out right now.
So he knows how to work with people who.
Yeah,
Are
like
self-employed.
us.
Does,
Yeah,
so-
like
Okay.
I'm also like all 1099
Yeah.
because of the business, So he understood everything. So whatever he needs, he just gives me a call, tax returns and all that. He pretty much understands everything. Like I'm sure like your tax return and my tax returns are messed up. Like even I don't understand what's going on,
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I don't think he is.
but
But
he knows.
He did join at one point.
He
and
did,
then I think
but he
backed
knows
out.
everybody in Mastery.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it will be really
Offline,
easy.
I'll get that.
Oh, fine, yeah.
contact.
No, we'll get that done for you.
Yeah. Because my brother, him and his wife, they're W-2 employees, and
yeah.
they went to him, and 2 days later they came out with a pre-approval letter,
Pre-approval.
and we're like,
Damn.
we've been working on this for so long.
No, I know it's a hard process for like doing it yourself.
Yeah.
But
But these are the things you have to jump every time.
it's a regular hoop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time is the hardest one, then the second time it gets easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Any particular kind of house you guys are looking for?
If anyone has 4 beds, 2 baths, 2 full baths, we need it in like around Wheaton area.
Around Wheaton area?
We'll scoop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We put there was one in West Chicago. It was 5 beds, 2 baths.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It just came on. Did you put an offer in?
No, I didn't.
How much
do
was
it.
it?
It was
235,
This was 275.
275. Yeah.
Oh, 5'2"?
And so that one we put an all cash offer on.
Yeah.
And they had 34 other offers.
No way.
We offered 15,000 over, no
Didn't get it?
contingencies at all. And
And you still didn't get it?
They went with someone else.
That's insane.
34 offers. I'm like, what?
Andrew has a house in Wheaton.
Does he?
Yeah, maybe.
For
you
sale?
could- yeah. I don't know if he still has it. It was like 5 bed, 3 bath, I think.
Yeah.
We
unincorporated.
did a flip in Winfield. It would
Yeah.
have been a perfect house for us.
No, Wheaton. Oh, Winfield?
This one was Wheaton.
Wheaton,
We
yeah.
right now we live in Winfield, but
Yeah.
we did a flip in Wheaton, and
We like should have kept
we
it.
should have just moved into that one.
It's
We
always
weren't
like
at
that.
the right. We weren't looking to move at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been a great
It
house.
would have been a great house, I'm sure. Yeah. No,
No, but
Wheaton's a
why
great
don't you
area.
buy a house for rehab, put your own money, and then refi?
Yeah,
you'll
we
be-
can do that. There's just not a lot of distressed properties around there.
in
Yeah.
that particular area? Yeah, you gotta find.
And
like, a
when
retail
there is one, they
purchase,
go 34
Insane,
offers.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's another property over there like that just came up, 185.
Yeah.
Really?
No, but that's West Chicago. That's not
West
Wheaton.
Chicago? Well,
No, you said West Chicago.
No,
right?
he wants in Wheaton.
Wheaton.
I would. Yeah, the one in West Chicago was on an acre land. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'd go to the normal parts of West Chicago. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Wheaton's way better.
But Wheaton's way better. Yeah.
Of course.
Wheaton is way better. Yeah.
Yeah. Winfield. We like Winfield.
That's nice.
All right. Apart from real estate, is there anything else you have done or you still do to like just as a hobby or something maybe, or just to get fun out of it?
Yeah. Oh. I have a couple hobbies. So Number one, pickleball.
Pickleball?
Yeah, we've been picking that
Interesting.
up.
Yeah.
So have you guys ever played?
I have not, but I do want to though.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah?
lot of fun. So we've been playing that. We were talking about my cousin Charlie before this. So I was in a league with him
Nice.
last winter, and Kay and I play a lot. So that's fun. And then we do lots of volunteer work. So through a soccer organization around Wheaton, it's called the Chicago Eagles.
Yeah.
So we volunteer with them at least 2 or 3 times a week.
What do you do as a volunteer, or?
We've had a couple different roles. So right now they do something called a micro league, which is just soccer for elementary schoolers.
Mhm.
So we coach them.
Oh, you coach them.
Yeah,
You played soccer too, right?
Yep.
For
Yep.
how long?
all throughout up until high school.
No way.
Yeah,
Did you want to pursue that sometime as a soccer player?
not as bad as business.
Not as bad as business, right? Yeah, business is just way more fun.
No, soccer's so fun. But I was content
Yeah.
hanging up the boots after high
Yeah.
school.
Like,
No, I
I'm
think
gonna let
you got more attracted to the 3-piece suit, tie, and a handbag.
Although
with
now I don't
boots.
wanna
But
wear
now
a
he doesn't
suit.
want to wear that. I like his outfits. Every time he has like something cool on,
Yeah, now I prefer to wear something like this rather than
Yeah.
a suit.
Yeah.
But
So, talking about 5 years from now, where do you see yourself, or like any goals that you have in mind, or?
yeah, in 5 years, hopefully well over 100 doors.
$100.
We're heavily involved in our church too, so
Yeah.
our church, being involved in that community, will definitely be a part of it. Being generous to the church,
Right. Like,
yeah,
like
giving-
donations and all.
yeah,
helping
time,
people,
effort, and all, money, as well as like using our time to give
Time,
back, and
yeah.
Of course.
we help lead a young adults group at our church.
Yeah.
Right.
So things like that are important, and then hopefully be a father.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so have a
Nice.
So that will be in next
Expanded
5 years
family.
or sooner?
probably sooner.
Probably so he's like, I'm ready.
Yeah,
That's
No,
nice.
that's good.
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess those are some of the goals.
Nice.
Yeah.
We haven't met your wife ever. So, how did you guys meet?
I'll have to bring you around.
Yeah.
We met through serving at the Eagles.
Oh,
to
at
Chicago.
the soccer thing?
Yeah, soccer.
Nice.
So
Was she always involved in real estate, or like?
no,
after you-
I got her
No?
on the train.
Oh, you
So
got on-
she was a youth pastor before.
Oh, nice.
For 2-3 years before. Even when we met, she was youth pastor. After we got married, she was still. And then in 2023, in January, I
You
convinced
pushed
her to
her.
jump on
Convinced her to
board.
jump on the board, right?
Yeah.
Like, let it all go, and then
Yeah.
let's get this money.
Yeah, I think she was ready to leave her old job, and
Yeah.
I needed help at the time. So I'm like,
Explore something
So
new
it
at the
was
same time.
it was a
We can do
perfect
this.
fit, you know.
yeah, and it's great working together.
Yeah.
Of course.
I know
yeah.
a lot of couples can't do it, but it's been one of the biggest
Yeah. I
blessings.
I think it's one of the best.
It all
things to do,
depends on the
yeah.
understanding and the conversations you have throughout the day. You know?
Mm-hmm.
If she understands you and you understand her, it's good, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of brothers can't work together either. So.
Yeah.
We've been fine with that, so fingers
Yeah.
crossed, you know.
We,
Yeah.
we kept our like business separate, you know. You'll handle this, and I won't jump on that stuff because it's your issue or problem
yeah.
or whatever.
Mhm.
You take care of it, and let me take care of my job or something.
So all the paperwork, the back end stuff is him, you know, like
Yeah.
getting the paperwork done, contractors. I can handle all the the rehab part, but when it's too many nuances, I'm like,
Yeah.
you can have it.
Yeah, there's been a few times where we've ran into that, but we've always made it work.
yeah.
For the most part,
Right.
she's got
No,
her stuff.
it's a great bond,
I
you
have
know.
mine. Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
And it's like a great bonding process also. You bond like much into a deeper level if you work together, you know. If you because work is like very sensitive thing. Like I think that if something goes wrong, like you get angry or you get sad or something happens, you know.
Yeah.
But in
So-
this case, I think you both would understand what happened, and then
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and we're in it together.
Yeah.
So
it's
like a property takes longer to rehab. It's like
hey,
we're in this thing together, and we got
It's
each other's
not
back.
going-
Exactly.
Yeah. Some days like the contractor will drive her crazy, and then the next day it'll drive
it's
me
like,
crazy.
Okay,
So,
now you're balanced. You're happy now.
so yeah, no, it's been the greatest blessing.
Yeah. So now you do like real estate full time, or you still do something on side or
No, we're full time.
full time?
Full-time,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there like a cap you want to be at, or just there's no stopping?
No, I don't think there's a cap.
There's no cap.
I mean, I don't really have an. I'm too young to stop working.
Right.
No,
So-
let's say let's say you had $100, right? Approximately, that's $40,000 a month.
Could be, yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Even more. Could be.
Yeah,
More or
somewhere
less.
around there.
It's
We'll
only
call it
gonna
40
go up.
grand.
It's
Yeah,
only gonna go up.
it's
over
only
the
going to
years.
go up over time.
So there's still no stopping. That's
I mean, what am I going to do? Just, like, I can't sit on my butt all day and
Right.
do nothing.
Do nothing.
Like,
Nothing.
Yeah. You
twiddle
have
my
to do
thumbs,
something.
watch The Office. No, I'll go buy another 100 doors.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, and then more
Or,
offices.
yeah, I mean, or do something else. Like,
Yeah.
serve more. Or,
Serve more, right?
yeah.
No, once
find
you
other
once you're
opportunities.
working like from the age like early age, once you start working like 16, 17, and you have a habit built in of waking up, going to work, coming back,
It's
doing
hard to get-
something.
yeah.
You cannot just sit here and then do nothing. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Just watch a movie or something? It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You'll be like 60, 70, but you'll still think, hey, let's go to work. Let's do something at least.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing. Like you and us, we cannot just sit and then do something like
I would.
relax.
I would
I mean,
start
we
traveling.
take some nice vacations.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But still, you're
like
going
6, 7 a
somewhere.
month, 6, 7 a year. I'm saying a month.
2 weeks out every
2
month.
weeks out of Let's do 3.
Rest
Okay.
for 3, work for 1.
A deeper question. So you are very religious, right?
Yeah.
How has faith like turned you into a different person? Like, be it about your business or as you as a some person, or what I mean? Like, how
Yeah.
has faith turned you into a different person,
Yeah.
or has it always been like that?
I mean, my faith has shaped everything that I've done. Like, and so I went to a Christian high school,
Okay.
and I had Christian parents too. So they taught me a lot. And then in high school, the faith really became my own.
Mm-hmm.
And through that, that's kind of when I was like, okay, like I'm capable of things at a young age.
Right.
Yeah, I would say like, and I don't know if I'm not like a leader yet, but like I'm capable to lead, and
At a higher
because
level.
yeah, like God made me who I am and gave me the ambitions that I have and the goals that I have. And
Right.
so I want to try to use the blessings and the gifts and the personality that he's made me to be to go and help others.
Go and help
And
others.
like going back to earlier, like we want to treat our tenants
Yeah.
very,
Different
very well.
manner, yeah.
We want to interact with agents in a Christ-like manner as well. Like we want to be known to be nice people,
Nice people, like,
and
yeah.
people that want to come back and work with us.
Yeah.
So
True. Was there like a turning point that triggered that, or this over the years it's made you like that? Like, something like sometimes it's like a turning point that it's like, you know what, this scenario or like this position that I went through,
It shapes
it
you.
shapes you in a
yeah,
different way.
I would say high school was that for me.
High school was that?
High school was like I learned and I grew a lot in my faith and in financial
was-
literacy and
Yeah.
so many different ways.
Right.
And it was through that really launched me. I mean, my dad and I bought our first property in high school. So
Yeah.
if I don't think if I went to that high school, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Very good, right.
No way. No
Right.
way. So,
Very
and there's
nice.
been multiple things that
Yeah.
in my life like that.
Right.
Like I wouldn't be where I am today without my wife
Yeah.
No, for sure.
or without
yeah.
my parents. So
Oh, definitely.
there's a lot of things that
I mean, God
that
has
is
A
blessed
lot
you,
of
so-
scenarios
blessed.
going, at the same time, shaping your life
Yeah.
throughout.
Even for us back in India, this was like 2015, I think.
Yeah.
We were in a Christian school all our lives till 10th grade, and he graduated in a Christian school. So we had this like moral education class. Like they teach you Bible and all that stuff. So
Make
which
you
was, like,
understand like what.
what exactly is
verses
the power
are,
of it, power of
Yeah.
faith.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you guys go to church?
We don't go to church, but we try to like meditate.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's all internal.
But
I
but
think.
we respect all religion. It's not
Yeah.
like something is less or more.
I've been
or
to church,
whatever.
mosque,
Gotcha.
temples.
Yeah.
I've been
Gotcha.
to all like religious places.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we just consider like there's one superpower. There's just like different paths to it. Whatever you
Gotcha.
take it, there's only one place you're gonna go to,
Gotcha.
which is like the superpower
Mm.
that
Mm.
can have a huge impact on
Yeah.
you.
But we have like a huge faith in God. Whoever it
Yeah.
could be. It could be
Yeah.
anybody. But we just believe in that and then keep our life moving throughout that.
Yeah, and
So,
that impacts the way that you
yeah.
guys do
Yeah.
business and
Yeah.
interact with people.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
So what happens? Like whatever happens in our life,
We
it
just-
happens
yeah,
for a reason.
For a reason, yeah.
It's not. It's never without any reason.
We don't
Mhm.
consider like it's somebody's fault. Let's say contractors. One example. They mess it up. There's probably a reason it happened. It could have gone the right direction, but again, depends how you look at it. could be dumb of us looking at it that way because the contractor might be dumb, But again, hey,
No, yeah, I think that's a great way
you
to
can
look
make
at it.
it.
I mean,
You can tell them, hey, next time just do this.
yeah, and I'm sure you guys have learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've learned a lot from all the different people that
Right.
we've
Exactly.
met with and all the hardships that we've gone through.
Yeah.
So, and even the pre-approval letter, like
Right.
this morning,
No,
I'm
don't
like,
worry, I'll get you
No,
that.
you gotta
I'm
remind
like,
us.
God's got us. Like, there's a reason why it's taken so long, and that
Exactly.
none of the other houses
No.
were the right house for us.
Yeah.
And so
That
it's like,
it depends.
it's in God's
again, how
timing.
you look at
Exactly.
it.
See, that's a situation you look at when you have like faith in God. A normal person will think, oh, something is wrong
Something's
with
wrong
me.
with me. Maybe I don't
You
make
know?
enough money. Maybe the bank's stupid or something. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's great.
I mean, I don't know how I would go throughout life without some kind of faith.
Some
Yeah,
kind of faith
yeah.
right now.
Like,
Even like we grew up like very religious. My mom, she meditates all freaking day. She'll sit outside on the swing. Eyes are closed, headphones are plugged in. She's
Wow.
meditating all day long.
wow.
And
wow.
it's and we have a little room back there where we meditate. So
Yeah.
it's just funny.
Nice.
All right, coming back to real estate. I like going south
So-
sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You are a realtor, right?
Yeah.
Do you work with people or it's just for you?
So, in the past, it's just been us. So I just
Okay.
represent us.
Okay.
But I'm gonna start representing other people. So like,
Okay.
let's say you
Offering
guys,
services, right?
hey,
Yeah.
I need to get an offer on this property today. Give me a call.
Okay.
I'll just tell me the numbers. I'll write it
Yeah.
up and
Yeah.
Are
we'll get it
are
done.
you like planning to work with everybody or just like only investors or
Probably just investors.
just
Right.
investors?
I mean,
Similar mindset, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys would agree. Like
Yeah.
in real estate, it's a volume game,
Exactly.
especially when
Totally,
it comes to offers.
Offers, yeah.
And so, like, I want to be that guy where if you want to write 20 offers a week with me, we'll be happy to do
We'll
that.
be happy
to
And
do
so
it.
I'll just have like a little, we're making this now, but like a little website where you just type in the address, what you want to offer.
Yeah.
Are there any
Oh,
contingencies? And it's like, you just literally hit submit.
Yeah.
And like within an hour, it'll be in your email. You sign it, I'll send it over. And so it's like that quick.
Do you have that right now?
I
Or-
have the form.
Is it like an automation thing?
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
we're going to build something like that.
Okay.
So,
Oh, that's great,
so yeah. So it's anyone who wants to write an offer on a property,
Yeah.
just write. We don't even have to see it. We
Right.
won't tell them that, but
Yeah.
the offers that we write, we don't see them until they're accepted,
Exactly.
or like we're really close and they really need highest and best, and we go out there.
Yeah.
But
That's interesting.
for
I
the
like
most
that.
amount of people, it's if you can write 50 offers a day
yeah.
for a month, we'll get you a property.
Yeah.
Of
Oh no,
course. So,
definitely. Like it's I think it's a 1% rule.
You put 100
If
offers.
you
Yeah.
put
get one
100
property.
offer, you'll get one.
Yeah.
At least one.
At least.
At
At
least one.
least
Yes.
one. Might be two, but
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
get lucky.
Yeah.
And
So
all our houses, we only focus on MLS, right? Only
Mm-hmm.
MLS, no wholesale is very less. If somebody brings up a wholesale to us, then we'll take a look.
Yeah.
But we don't go out for a wholesale or something like that. Our main focus is on MLS and try to put a lot of offers. Now it doesn't matter if the house is 300,000,
You're gonna
400,000.
offer.
I'm gonna offer 250, 200.
yes, exactly. Yeah.
We saw a house yesterday. It was listed at 255. I mean, we liked it, but we didn't like it that much, so we offered $100,000.
100.
Yeah, offer's gonna go
The
in.
layout was messed up. The location was not that good, but the area it is
was
in,
good.
it's good.
Yeah.
So I thought, just let's offer 100 and
never
see
know, they'll
what
counter
happens.
you.
Yeah, no, I think this is a good conversation because I think a lot of investors, they think there's no on-market deals, and
Yeah.
we're in a market now where, there was 34 other offers on the same property, and
Exactly.
it's like,
there is,
but
yeah.
you can go out and you can find that one property that, for whatever reason, everyone overlooked,
Everybody overlooked,
Exactly.
right, yeah.
and so the fact that you guys, that's what we do too.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the
So-
14, 15 we have, I think only 2 are wholesales. Everything else is MLS.
MLS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All within the last 2 years.
Yeah.
The market was supposedly really, really hot.
And how many of them have you got below what they're asking?
All of them.
All of them.
Exactly.
All of them.
Yeah.
I've never paid anybody
Only
anything.
the first one, because
Yeah.
we were
the
so
first
excited.
One, yeah.
Gotcha.
We paid 50,000 over we're asking. Like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess this goes to anyone. Like there are deals on the MLS,
Yeah.
and so what
Yeah.
we're gonna start doing is, you
With
find a property on the MLS, let's get an offer
Let's
in
get an
there
offer,
Yeah.
and send us 5 a day. I don't really care.
Exactly.
We'll just get them in and we'll get you a property. Because a lot of new investors, they're having a hard time. And
No,
it's like if
I-
you just write,
Yeah.
maybe that's a challenge that we have.
I think so. The
Write
thing is,
20
like,
offers a week.
yeah.
Oh, let's do this right now.
Like, what?
Let's make a challenge for all the investors who are new, under 30. Right,
Sure.
right
So
at
they're
30.
Well,
like, oh my
We'll
god.
put my contact info there.
Yeah,
No,
Call
we
me.
gotta do that
right now.
We'll send you a link to
You wanna do it right now?
offers.
You
Yeah.
wanna-
Okay, let's give out your information then.
All right. So
Okay.
Then
my
we can
phone
just put
number
it-
is
Okay.
630
Yeah.
938-0669. And you can email me at Soren Bailey, re@gmail.com. So first name, last name, re@gmail.com. You can put it on the screen too.
I will do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna put
So
it in description.
Email
yeah.
me,
And
call
then you'll
me.
send the link
Yeah.
to them.
I'll send you a link right now. I mean, it's nothing fancy right now.
No, it's fine.
We'll send you a link. And if you write 20 offers a week,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say in a month, but no more than 2 months, guaranteed you'll
One
have
property.
at least a property.
Property, right?
Yeah, it's all, but again, numbers need to make sense. Don't be like
So
overexcited.
as
And if
Everybody
you
heard,
don't
like-
get a property, I'll take you out to dinner
Yeah.
We gotta
to
go
talk
Taco
about
Bell.
what we need to do.
Hold on, we gotta all go to Taco
you
Bell.
said if you don't get a property or
Yeah.
you get a property.
No, if you don't,
If you
because
don't
you're
get
doing
a-
something wrong.
Do something wrong. Then
All
we'll have a chat
right,
at Taco Bell.
All right, guys. Everybody have heard like Soren just gave all his details. You go and then email him or text him and then tell him I want to put like 50, 20 offers a month, whatever you like, And he is saying like, that you will at least get a one house if you be consistent every week, every day, whatever it is.
Yep.
And if you don't get it, any house in first 3 months,
He'll
he
take
will
out
take
dinner.
you out to dinner.
I
you
will
know?
take you out to dinner. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
But there's
Nice
one
would be
other
of his
thing. There's
choice.
one other thing.
Yeah.
Is you have to show up to the meetups.
It's
The
a
That is
under
very
30
important.
meetup.
That-
Yeah.
That's conditions.
You
Yeah.
got to show up there so you learn what is a good deal, how to
Yeah.
find good deals.
Exactly.
You can't just be putting random offers.
Yes.
You
So you
gotta
go to
see
the
property.
meetups.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
write offers.
Yeah.
And in 2 or 3 months, if you don't get one,
And if
call
you
me
need
back.
help
I'll take you to
Yeah.
doing the numbers or anything, you can also reach out to us or
Yeah.
Soren. There's
Yeah.
multiple other people in the group itself, and we'll be more than happy to help as well. So
So this is a challenge for you, I
This
I
is
hope
gonna be
this
a fun one, I
podcast
think,
is
yeah.
coming very soon, and then hopefully everybody gets on the challenge, and then we broadcast this challenge everywhere, actually, especially this clip, and see what happens,
Yeah. And if they get one, can they come on the podcast?
of
course,
course, yeah.
of
If you
course.
get one,
Boom.
you'll be on
They'll
the
be,
list.
we'll invite you, and we'll also give you a gift because you were consistent in putting offers,
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
gets a drywall.
No, I think this is actually great.
I think
Like,
it makes.
If someone told me this in the beginning,
Yeah.
you totally do it.
oh, write 20 offers a week for 4 weeks,
Yeah.
and you'll
8
get a
weeks,
property.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
okay, I'll do
It's-
it.
It will work, but again, all about consistency, not bullshitting and all. But
Yeah. Or we
Yeah.
can do like if you put an offer like in a bigger group, like suppose we get 50 people, suppose every offer you put, everybody will put a dollar in a box. Suppose he put offer, he put dollar. You
oh,
put
that's cool actually.
you put a offer, you put a dollar. By the end of like a month or a third month, whatever it is, whoever got properties will divide that dollar amount into everybody.
Oh, interesting.
But then people are just gonna pay way over just to get the money. Oh yeah, I'll pay 50,000 over for this.
No, but
property.
it has to
That's-
be.
and then
they
they'll
can
back
lose- they can
out.
lose that money.
But then they'll back out.
No, it has to close.
It has to close.
It
Okay.
has to
Okay,
close.
it has to close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to close, and then it has to be on good numbers, not like some random numbers,
The numbers
Okay.
will follow. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they're buying at a random number, they should justify why they are doing that. Do they have a backup plan, or like are
what's
they
the exit,
flipping,
exit strategy?
or do they have reserves to fund that deal again?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would be a great thing,
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
especially people who are under 30. If they win something, it will be great. Maybe if they put 200 offers,
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be
they
a fun challenge.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think. I mean, going to the mastery events.
yeah,
Last when I was there, I saw you guys there,
Yeah.
and I was talking to so many other people, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm just having a hard time finding a property. I'm having a hard
Yeah.
time finding." I'm like, it
Are
really
you
comes down
looking
to,
enough?
are you putting in enough offers?
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Um,
they look at like 2 properties a week, and they're like, "Oh my god, I looked at 2 properties, I didn't get it."
and they're spending like 2 hours on each property,
Each-
and it's like you just gotta write
In
the
and
offer.
out.
Yeah, get in and out.
Yeah,
You can't be going to a
No,
property
most of the people
5
like who are
times.
buying for the first time, I think what I have read it, from people brain or something, like they get emotionally attached while standing at the property before
I'll
putting
do
any
that, I'll
offers or
do
before
this, the
getting
bathroom
in.
can go here.
You know?
I'm gonna pay
Yes.
the white.
Yeah,
So
That's- yeah.
that gets messed up. Once you get emotionally attached, and then you put a offer and you don't get it, you get disheartened. Oh man, I did all that planning and everything, but it didn't go through.
yeah,
So it takes a lot of time, courage to come back, go back in the market, and then look at the second house.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
should be like in and out. Go take a look. If you like it, put an offer. If you don't like it, no problem. Move on to the next
Low ball
one.
him.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, low ball it.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
good when you don't know anything. Go out to a couple properties,
Yeah.
Yeah.
see what kind of condition you're going to buy properties in, and
right.
talk to people about what they need.
Yeah.
Where are you like more comfortable? I think.
Yeah.
You know?
And like there's plenty of meetups where you can go and see rehab mid-process.
Yeah.
It's like go to those, see it, but don't do all the work before you have a contract accepted.
Yeah,
Don't bring your
exactly, yeah.
contractor to the property.
Don't get
get
inspections and all,
contractor
like,
bids.
People get that all the time. You know?
Yeah. Do that after you get one under contract.
Under
Yeah.
contract, right? Don't waste your money like that. You've done a couple wholesales,
Yeah. If you,
right? Were they like off market? Were they marketed, or were they like just MLS deals that you didn't want?
So we had like the more formal wholesales,
Okay.
which would be locking it up and then assigning it to someone else. Those have usually come from on market deals,
On-market
and we're
deals.
not making too much money. You know,
Yeah.
maybe 5 to 10,000.
Which is
Some of them 3,500. But it's like if I'm not
Why
going to buy
not?
it. It's a good property. I'll pass it off to someone
pass
else.
on
Right,
just a little money.
Yeah.
But have you done any like marketing, mailers, door knocking, cold calling? Or
I did for a little bit. I didn't get any deals that way.
no.
Yeah.
Were you like for like quite a bit of time, or just
Couple months.
a couple months?
I wasn't super consistent with the calls.
Yeah.
I mean, I would call every week, but
Mm.
different times, different lists. So I wasn't super consistent.
You were not consistent for one list or one type of like seller you
Yeah.
want to get.
Yeah,
now, right?
yeah. And so I'm not someone who likes to get on the phone and talk to random people.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
So
it's like awkward, you know.
yeah. I mean, if someone else could call them, find a good deal,
I'll
and
close
I'll
it. Yeah.
pay
Pay.
20,000 on an assignment fee, and
I'd
it's still a
rather do
good
that.
deal to me. Yeah,
It
I'll
works out,
pay
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
What about
they're
mailers and all?
never mailers?
Never mailers?
I don't think so.
No.
No. But there have been 2 word of mouth deals
Oh, really?
where someone we knew
Yeah.
or someone who knew us, who knew that we rehabbed houses, had someone who was looking to sell a property.
Yeah.
And so both of those, we actually closed on it and then listed it on the MLS.
Oh, nice.
So one of them I don't know how we bought
like
it.
sold it as is, or
Yeah,
fix it up.
yeah. So we bought one house for 16,000,
16? 1/6?
and it's in DeKalb. I mean, now we should have kept that thing, but it was quirky, like you guys were
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
The rooms are weird. So we bought it for 16, and we just listed it on the market for 50,000, and like a week later we
You
sold
closed
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 16,000 for a house. I can't believe
So they
that.
bought it for 50, and I mean now it's probably worth 200. So
200?
200.
I mean it
Really?
needed probably 70.
Oh, okay.
16 plus 70 is 86, back in 200. But again, a lot of work involved.
Yeah,
Not worth the headache.
it wasn't the right time or right deal for us.
At that time.
I'd rather make 30 in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Rather
exactly.
than get over with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
And then we just bought one now. A friend of mine brought it to us. We bought it for 222, and we just cleaned out the junk, put like 5,000 into it,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna sell it at 300. So that one was a
Are we
crazy
doing something
deal.
wrong? I'm like,
I mean, after this one, I'm like, okay, I need more of those.
Need
Some
more
more
of
of
those, I
those,
know.
right?
But
we should have sold that property in Lake in the Hills.
Yeah. I
It was-
told you.
Yeah,
Good
we
deal?
could-
it was a good deal.
It was,
it,
yeah.
It was a good deal, but it was full of trash, right? So we emptied out the trash. I was like,
It took like 7 dumpsters to empty the house. 7
Wow.
dumpsters.
40 yard dumpsters.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a
Insane.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
So this wasn't actually intentional. Our plan was to buy it for 220, put 70 into it, and sell it for 410.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what we were gonna do.
Yeah.
But we ran into
70,000
contractor issues
Yeah.
Oh.
where the contractor who was gonna do it was just taking way too long. He was
Yeah.
like, keep delay. He needed to finish up some other projects. We got a couple other bids. They're a little bit higher than what we were expecting. So then one day I was just in the shower. I'm like, why don't we just list it?
Yeah.
List it.
Like
what's
I
the
was
worst
literally
case?
like, we're gonna list it for a week to 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and see if we get any offers.
Yeah.
And you got
Multiple
one.
offer situation.
No, it was just one,
Just
just one. But we're like, okay, well,
W-
Okay,
Where
we'll
this
take-
was like
it was meant to be.
Meant to be right.
Meant to be
Exactly.
right,
Yeah, like we
exactly.
said it, yeah.
Yeah.
in what village it was, like this house.
So someone from my church is a financial advisor,
Yeah.
and one of his clients, their relative passed away,
Oh, okay.
and so the house, there was a bunch of junk in it. That
Yeah.
there was like, it was a weird situation where they were living in it, but also they were renting it out at the same time. So I don't know the whole
Like a
story,
Yeah, yeah,
share
yeah.
based.
but they did an eviction, got whoever was out, and then they're just like, we have a lot going on.
Not going on, yeah.
So we
You
just want to
just
get
let
rid
it
of the
go,
house.
yeah.
And we were like, I mean, a lot of people look at that and be like, oh, you scammed them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
no.
you bought the property, and it's like, I mean, for us
We helped
to
them,
actually
actually.
flip the house too, we gave them what offer worked for us,
Right.
Yeah.
and
They
so
accepted 'cause it
we
worked for
helped
them.
them. They got out of the house in 3 weeks. You
Right.
know, they got whatever they wanted, and originally we were gonna flip it, and it just turned out that didn't work out that
Didn't
way,
work
and
out,
so
yeah.
yeah.
So talking
Yeah.
about evictions, have you ever gone through it?
No,
One of the for the tenants,
No.
or
Touch wood.
would you ever do it in case?
I mean, if you need to,
If
you
you need
have
to,
to. We
yeah.
had a tenant, so all of our tenants have been really good,
Yeah.
except there was one guy who he was going through a divorce,
Oh,
and so it got messy, and then he didn't really have the funds, so he was like a month late, but we were working with him. He was paying a little bit as he
as
could,
long as there's communication going on, I think.
but I was kind of mutually like, hey, can he just get out of the lease?
Yeah.
Like terminated.
So
yeah.
we agreed. We met him there. He gave us the keys. We signed something.
Yeah.
Got him out. He left the house with a bunch of junk.
Yeah.
Like they all
still
do, I
still
think.
good, you know.
But the rent's gone up there, so we were able to charge about $200 more in rent.
Oh, there
so
you
go.
we're like, okay.
That's
Yeah,
great.
perfect.
So how do you screen tenants? Like,
That was my question.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you vet them?
because as you said, you have great tenants, everybody's paying on time and everything, you know. And we are new on this one. We don't have like 15 or 17 units right now, but we are going that way. So we
Yeah.
have to be like, you know, maybe we are doing something wrong at this point, because right now we have like couple of them going on, and few of them are late on rent. They said, oh, next week, all that, you
Tomorrow,
know,
today,
you know, all that stuff is going on.
February
Yeah.
30th.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe, you know, it's a great like learning thing. Like, how do you screen right tenants? What do you see in them, you know?
Yeah. So have you guys read books on like property management or anything?
Nope.
No.
So that was something that I learned early on, even before I even had a property, was like
Yeah.
finding the right tenant is one of the keys.
The keys, yeah.
How many people do we buy houses from? The tenant or the property was rented out,
Yeah.
and they got tired of being landlord.
Right.
The tenant trashed it, and
Sure.
they got out of real estate because of bad tenants.
Yeah.
So that was something that was very important to me. Is like, okay, we're gonna find good quality tenants. So
Yeah.
for us, we look for 640 to 650 plus 650,
Okay.
but if they're at like 643,
It's
Yeah.
acceptable.
yeah. As long as they meet the other criteria. So we would look
Okay.
for 650 plus. We always call their old landlords and
Right.
make sure that they are
Yeah.
paying on time, get a reference. We look at their income. It's got to be 3 times the monthly rent.
Okay.
And then
Are you strict on those?
we are.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
like
you
household
guys
income or
household.
household income?
Yeah.
Got
I mean,
it.
you guys are renting properties that are higher in rent than us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for you guys, it might be a little bit harder.
Because we have some listed at $33,000.
Yeah.
so like, if they're making 10,000, they'd rather buy it than Like,
Yeah.
That's the problem we have because either their credit's too low, income's kind of messed up, or
Yeah.
they make cash money and then they really cannot prove that they make money.
Yeah.
Like a trust issue, then. But
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't give advice for a
No, yeah.
$3,000 a
Of
month
course.
house.
no, but even like your
but it,
experience.
But what's your average rent going on right now? Like,
So our average is between 17 to 23.
23.
okay.
Yeah.
Any Section 8s?
We have one Section 8.
Section 8.
Yep.
Okay.
We're
Nice.
getting 20. That one's the 23.
Yeah.
Nice. Would you do more Section 8s?
I'm not opposed. I mean,
Yeah.
for us, it comes down to the numbers. Like, can we
Right.
get more Section 8? That one, for whatever reason, we just couldn't find a qualified market tenant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we went to a Section 8. But the Section 8 tenants still meet our 650 credit score.
Oh, so you
Oh,
did.
okay.
You still do the same process for them?
Yes, we still call their old landlord.
Okay.
So we're not going to give it to Section 8 person who
You
has a crappy credit score
Right.
and their
They're not
landlord's bad.
qualified enough. Yeah.
It's
It's
the
like-
same process, just that Section 8 is going to
Yeah.
pay for them.
Yeah, and it was like they met everything else, but their income was lower, but Section 8 will pay.
Right.
So we're like, okay,
Okay.
that works in
Nice.
that scenario.
Nice.
But a lot of the places we're buying now, the Section 8 rent's lower than market.
That's
Yeah.
what we're facing issue. Like we have so many like potential tenants, but they're like, this is what I have, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't cover the rent,
Yeah, this year they did raise it quite a bit, so it's closer now.
Yeah.
But for like
But-
towns like Burbank, Oakland, they paid $2,300 for a 4.2. Market's $2,900, $2,800. Like
Yeah,
can't really like our mortgage is higher than that. So
it's like, what are you gonna do?
yeah, I'm not
Exactly.
gonna go negative. So
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
If you can rent it out at 29, like, you got to take that.
Take
yeah,
that,
of course,
right.
all day long.
Yeah.
But I think we've been going for long enough.
yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Oh well, I just want to say
Anything-
thank you again so much
Yeah,
for having
no
me.
problem.
course.
And
No, thank you so much for coming.
yeah,
Yeah.
Taking out
We
time,
were like really excited because we thought we were the youngest in Mastery.
Like shit.
And then, like we were going through Facebook and all that.
No,
in
we were
Mastery
talking to
group.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Then you were at the Saturday class, I think.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
when like, hey, you guys bring him on the
Under
Under
30,
30,
Yeah.
And
oh
then-
yeah. Under
And
30.
then
I
you
was-
said
yeah.
you're 22-year-old. I said, oh no, I lost the youngest thing,
Hey, give it a year. There'll be
Give it a-
someone younger.
I mean, there's already
We're only getting older.
Older,
you know
right.
Jacob and Marissa, right?
No.
So they joined when they were 18.
Oh, okay.
Now they're 20 and they've done 5 flips already. I
Wow.
was like, these,
yeah.
when they're like 25, they'll be like way ahead of us. I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we're gonna feel old.
We're gonna feel old now. Like,
Why
I'm
were we doing
28
this
now.
at 7?
I was talking to somebody like, I should have bought our property in 4th grade.
Yeah.
That's like a joke. Have you seen those jokes online?
Oh, so
It's
many
like,
memes out there.
why didn't I buy my primary residence when I was in the
When I was
womb?
I would have been like stress free right now.
It's like I would have been chilling on the beach doing nothing.
With a little
So-
cocktail.
All paid off, relaxing.
No, but there's never too young or too old
Yeah.
No, I
to
think-
get
yeah.
started.
I
Of
think
course not.
whenever you wake up in like real life, like when you get the
That
intentions
click,
of
that
buying
click,
it, that's a start, like that's a day one.
Yeah.
Start doing your job, no problem.
Again, depends how you look at it. You know?
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh, I'm 80 years old. What am I going to do? But we have people in Mastery, Miss Christina. She's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Real estate doesn't depend on your age.
no, yeah.
Exactly.
Like
It's
the
all your
concepts are
goals,
still the
all
same.
that,
It's
yeah.
you don't have to be
Nothing-
able to. You don't even have to be able to walk to the property. You could have people
Property
over the phone.
managers,
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like, it's not dependent on your age. It
Yeah.
just depends on
Your mindset, actually.
yeah.
How's your mindset is working with you, or how groomed it is,
Mhm.
Okay. Is there anything you would want to say to somebody who's thinking about getting started? Let's say if you have an 18-year-old viewer and he's like, shh,
Yeah.
what's your like opinion or
So, you can do it when you're young, obviously. And I would say when you're young also, it's probably best to partner up with someone.
Right.
You guys partnered up with each other.
Yeah.
right?
But, I partnered up with my father. But if I didn't have that, there's probably plenty of other people in Mastery
Oh,
or
yeah, a bunch.
of different groups around the whole country that if you go into, you soak up all the knowledge, you learn, watch videos,
There's
read
plenty
books.
of YouTube
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah, like you soak up all the knowledge. You go to events and be like, "Hey, I'll be your on-site person for all your properties. Like, I'll be in every property 2 days a week if you want."
right.
Yeah.
And like, then you learn from experience, and then maybe he'll bring you on board, or they'll bring you on
Yeah.
board to help with a flipper project or
Right.
whatever. So, surround yourself with people who are in the business.
Mhm.
That'd be a
Yeah.
big thing, and the rest, things will fall into place.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just plus be consistent,
Yeah.
Just keep doing
If you're
the
looking
same-
for the first deal,
First deal.
You know what to do.
yes,
We gave out his number before and email ID. I'll attach that in the
shoot
description
me an
below.
email, text.
Yeah.
20 offers a week, 8 weeks consistently. All gotta make sense. And if you don't get a deal, dinner's on us.
Yes,
So, right?
on us, no, okay,
us,
yeah,
That's fine.
no
Since you're
problem.
gonna
all
talk
3 of
about-
us will take you out to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 weeks,
8 weeks.
20 offers a week, and if you don't get a deal,
That
Dinner's
will be a
on
new
us.
challenge,
yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't get a deal, you're first in line for a wholesale deal.
Exactly.
Yeah, you first like you didn't have to pay to get on the list.
We'll get you a deal. Yeah,
Cool. All right.
Cool. Yeah.
We'll wrap it up.
No. Yeah. No. Thank you
Again,
so
thank
much.
you, Soren, for coming out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
taking time for us, and then thank you for watching our podcast. Make sure to subscribe, comment, like. Any suggestions, leave it in the comments below, and then
Yeah.
thank you
And
again.
if you guys want to join Mastery, the link is below, and then you can also shoot
Or
us
if you have
an
any questions
email
about what Mastery is, please feel
free.
free to DM us on Instagram or wherever you know. So
All right. Adios, amigos.
thank you.